Welcome to Future Money. We got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Xrp Etf that's highly, highly likely to pass before the end of the year, hopefully in a shorter time period than that. Where we may be in the middle of Ethereum short squeeze, exactly as we talked about last week. Ethereum today, this morning is up 4%, 5% over the last week since we've talked about Ethereum being in the short squeeze. That actually is kind of weird because every other crypto is either stagnant or down. So we're looking at a lot of positive things happening in the crypto market today. We're talking about some Palantir. We're going to talk about SoundHound. The market is closed today. So we can talk about what's going to likely happen in the morning and what are some opportunities on those two stocks. Well, give me a second. Make sure you guys like the video. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Give me 1 second to get my notes up and we'll go ahead and get started. So we've had a crazy week on the last week. A lot of things going on, but I believe that this year is still one of the best years financially if we let it, right? There's a lot of things happening, but most of it's positive. If you stay ahead and you pay attention, you execute, you learn, there's a lot of opportunity over the next 12 months. So give me 1 second. We're going to talk about the Xrp Etf, and we're going to move on and talk about the Ethereum squeeze, and we're going to talk about those two stocks that we mentioned earlier today. So let's talk about this Xrp Etf. Is that Poly Market has now an 81% chance that an Xrp Etf will get approved over the next year. 81% chance. Now, there's a 50% chance it's going to happen in the next 6 months. I think it's 48%. Now, a lot of us saw what happened with the with the Bitcoin ETF. We saw what happened with the Ethereum ETF. A lot of naysayers of Xrp says, well, the ETFs did not affect those cryptos that much. Bitcoin was at 30,000. ETFs got approved. Bitcoin quickly went over the next 3 months to around 50, 60,000. Ethereum didn't have much impact, even though they were approved, I believe, in June of last year. We haven't seen a lot of impact with Ethereum. So XRP, which I said a year ago, would likely be the next ETF that would get approved. Solana is also another likely candidate. But people say, well, if those ETFs didn't affect the prices that much, how do you expect XRP to go to $8, $10, $20 because of their, how do you expect XRP to go to $5, $10, $15 because of their ETF? Well, there's a big difference between Bitcoin. There's a big difference between Ethereum. Now, this is what many naysayers just can't understand about XRP. I still don't get it. I still don't understand what people don't get about XRP. Now, people look at XRP and they always say that XRP was stagnant for 5 to 6 years. They look at XRP and say, well, all these other coins came out since XRP that can replace XRP's purpose. There's all these stable coins that came out that can replace XRP. But what they failed to realize is XRP was the only coin or token in history that was held down by the SEC. So that creates a different set of circumstances for XRP specifically that didn't exist with Bitcoin. It didn't exist with Ethereum. Now, when Bitcoin's ETF got approved, didn't validate Bitcoin. All they did is say, look, institutions are interested, and that makes Bitcoin have a higher level of validation, right? The government wasn't going after Bitcoin. When Ethereum got its ETF last year, it didn't validate Ethereum as being not illegal. It just said Ethereum institutions are now interested in Ethereum. Now, the XRP ETF does something completely different. It validates that XRP is not an illegal security. And people are going to say, well, didn't the lawsuit already say that? Yeah, it did. But the problem is that many people out there still don't have clarity on that because we haven't got to an ultimate resolution with XRP. There's no ultimate resolution yet. There is going to be one. We got a new SEC chair. We're still going to finish the last bit of this lawsuit, but there is no absolution yet. Or no resolution, I should say. So the ETF approval or any kind of movement on the ETF signals to the community or signals to the world that XRP is now one step closer to being free from all of that government oppression. So that's going to cause XRP to skyrocket like we didn't see in Bitcoin, like we didn't see in Ethereum. It's going to cause that to happen. And that's because people do not understand XRP is under a different set of circumstances than any other crypto in the world. Every other crypto is free to produce and create value off its own utility, off its own hype, off its own use cases. XRP was not allowed to do that for years. And people cannot see that that's an artificial barrier placed on the XRP by the government that caused XRP to be down for many years. It wasn't because it wasn't a good coin or token. It wasn't because the team wasn't great. It wasn't because the technology's old. It was because of that artificial barrier by the government. That's it. And the ETF is a signal to the world that the government is moving forward on XRP in the greater crypto world. Now, XRP also has a purpose, is that it's almost biblical, but I don't want to get into it. XRP suffered for every other crypto sins. Now, I'm not being blasphemous, but I'm just saying is that's basically how it is. XRP had to suffer for every other crypto sins. All the meme coins, all the rug pulls. XRP went through the cruise with the government for years. It spent millions of dollars so that the rest of the crypto market could move ahead. And a lot of people that invest in a lot of Solana, all these other coins, they need to respect XRP, respect Ripple Labs from what they went through all these years. They need to respect the company and also the asset, because without those assets and the company going through what they went through, none of this other stuff will be possible. So you have to respect what Ripple Labs and XRP has been, the resolution and what they've done for the crypto community. Now, I need you guys to share a live 10-year friends. Put the word share in the comments. We got 1,300 people in here right now. I need you guys to, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't, please like the video. That really helps me out with engagement. I'd really appreciate that. We got 156 likes, but 1,300 people in here. Also, we got the super chat. So if you really like the content, you want to help, you can do a super chat. If I see it, I'll try to answer your question. So like I said, SEC acknowledged Grayscale's filing. The SEC officially acknowledged Grayscale filed for both the XRP and Dogecoin ETF. Starts a 240 review period for a final decision. That's less than a year. So the poly market now has an 81% chance that the XRP ETF will get approved by year's end. Because of this news, XRP rallied past 271. Where is it? Let's see what XRP right now is at 267, so a small retraction from that. It broke the key resistance of by optimism surrounding the ETF acceptance by and discussions from the SEC. Analysts still believe that unresolved law could delay an ETF proposal or at least push it to the end of that 240 days. So a lot of analysts are saying that there's a 65% chance that it get approved by middle of this. Inflows will follow after the ETF. So XRP ETF will likely drive institutional adoption similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum's ETF success. We'll talk about something. We talked about XRP, and I love XRP, but I do have a crypto that I really like a lot. Just because of my developer background, I just like Ethereum because Ethereum was the first programmable blockchain. It changed the game for cryptocurrency. Then that Ethereum allowed ideas like Solana, Cardano, Chainlink, and all these other ideas function and flow because they were allowed. Remember, a lot of coins are ICO tokens. There's a lot of tokens that are built on Ethereum's blockchain, but that was the first blockchain that allowed that. Now, Solana copied that idea and then they made it more efficient and cheaper, but the idea of Ethereum being a programmable blockchain, you can create tokens on top of, create DeFi, create NFTs and other tradables or whatever you want to call it. That was Ethereum that did it. A lot of people say Solana, that's a new coin, it's going to take over Ethereum. So a lot of these hedge funds, smaller ones, thought they saw an opportunity. They said that if all these people online are saying Solana is going to replace Ethereum, remember, these people don't know what they're talking about. You got to understand, cryptocurrency is a combination of finance and technology. Now, if you understand one or the other, you never are going to be able to predict what's coming. Now, I'm exceptionally well at that. Now, people say, well, you got a big ego. You say you're good at it. I'm a genius. I'm a little bit of a genius, but I'm not saying. But God just put me on earth. I was just put on earth for this. That's what I feel. And I think everybody should have confidence in something ever. Is that God put me on earth for this. Like, my history and my background is somehow specifically made for, right? I have background in technology. I learned finance when I worked for stock companies where I had to build stock